It's time for the first annual Carby Awards. So the Carbys are like Oscars for AirMiners. It's the first of our annual awards ceremony where we recognize the best of the carbon removal community. I'm excited about the Carbys because it's an opportunity for everybody else to see all this cool behind the scenes stuff that I get to see all the time. The connections, the introductions, the people going for it, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be rewarding and recognizing and celebrating all those people to an audience of their peers in the whole carbon removal community. So the awards are for actions and behaviors that we thought we really wanted to highlight in the community. And so this year we've got, we've got the Catalyzer Award, Enabler Award, Explorer Award, Environmental Justice Award, Connector Award, Resilience, Momentum, Moderator, and Elevation. So these awards are designed to highlight what, for the most part, what individual people have been doing. It is anyone can nominate and anyone can be nominated. So there's no restrictions like are they, is somebody a member of AirMiners Slack? Doesn't matter. If they did something important and powerful and impactful for the carbon removal community, they deserve your nomination. So you can go in, we've got this Google form with every single one of the awards, and we've got a description of what the award means. So for example, for the Explorer Award, this is an award for somebody who really went for it. So we're thinking of somebody that kind of went beyond their comfort zone. They got uncomfortable and they really went for it. It's not about the magnitude necessarily. It's not about somebody that did the biggest thing, but it's kind of like a growth award, right? Like who was here and they went, a big leap from where they were. Another one is the Catalyzer Award. And so that's somebody who really brought together the discussions and the conversations within the AirMiners community. And there's a complement to that, which is the Enabler Award. And that's somebody who kind of did similar stuff in terms of enabling discussions and learning, but more looking beyond the carbon removal community and kind of growing the carbon removal community in that sense. So check out the nominations form. You don't have to nominate somebody for everyone. We actually probably expect you to nominate just one person for a particular award. But if you're inspired and you read through all the awards and you think of people that come to mind for every single one, that's totally awesome. So the way the process works, it's anyone can nominate. And then once the nominations close, we have a group of AirMiners judges who are going to pick the top 3 finalists from those nominations. Then those 3 finalists are going to be voted on for each award. They're going to be voted on through AirMiners Slack. So once that's done, if you're on AirMiners Slack, then you'll see an option for each of these awards, for environmental justice, for connector, for resilience. They'll have three candidates, and you get to vote on who your favorite is. And then at the Carby ceremony, December 18th, Friday, we're going to be showcasing and sharing the impact and the story of the people that were selected as finalists. So there's one award in particular that I think really embodies the spirit of the Carby's Award, and it's the Resilience Award. And I'm just going to read the description of it. It says, somebody who faced significant challenges, headwinds, and resistance in their pursuits. When confronted, they went to others for help, and they shared their journey along the way. That is so powerful, and to me what I want to point out that to me is really a microcosm of the larger picture with the Carbys is it's not about succeeding or failing. It doesn't say anything about whether this person overcame those challenges. It's just that they stood their ground. And to me, that's why the Carby Awards exists. It's about recognizing these individual actions, these individual behaviors that result in outcomes. These awards aren't about who raised the most money or who had the biggest product launch. They're about recognizing the daily behaviors of people in the carbon removal community, because those are things that we can control. Those are things that we can 10x or 100x quite easily from minute to minute. We can recognize resilience, we can recognize momentum, moderation, connecting, all these things that now we can do more of these behaviors, and that's what will get us the outcomes that we want in terms of removing carbon dioxide from the air. So the Resiliency Award is to me a really good example of that. So there's 2 ways you can get involved right now. One, you can check out the nomination form and nominate somebody for a Carby. By the way, there's nothing against nominating yourself for a Carby, but definitely encourage you to nominate other people. The second thing is we just launched a sale of hats for AirMiners, and they have this cool AirMiners patch right on the front. We did a small batch of them for our volunteers back at the May 2020 conference that was something like 6 months ago at a totally different time in terms of COVID. But every volunteer got a hat, and they were super popular. We got some great photos of people with their hats, and we decided, let's make a big batch. So the deal is, if you order your hat now, we're going to send out a batch of hats in time for the Carbys. So you can imagine being at the Carbys, wearing this hat. It's all through Zoom, right? So you're gonna be like seeing this whole Zoom grid of other people wearing their hats too. Here's a link. It's hats.airminers.org. We've got the dates there, so if you get your hat ordered in by the date, we'll send it out and you'll get it before the Carbys. Otherwise, the rest of them we'll send out before Christmas. We're only starting with about 100 hats, so if you want one, order one. They go pretty fast, and we can see if we can get it to you before the Carby Awards ceremony. So that's how you can get involved right now. Nominate somebody, get an AirMiners hat, and wear it to the Carbys. So I look forward to seeing all your nominations. I look forward to seeing you at the Carby Awards show.